Okay. Um, Today I'm going to be walking through some matches that I played in the PTQ finals this past weekend with this blue-red tower deck. I've been working on it for a little, just about a week now, just over a week, and I have had some pretty good results with it. It pairs up really nicely against blue, white, green, black, and Marvel, and it does okay against vehicles. Basically, Gideon is a real pain for this deck, and against blue, white, since they're not fast, they're not terribly fast, you can afford to play around and counter Gideon. Against vehicles, if they pressure you really quickly and you're on your back foot and they have a Gideon, it can be really hard. But the vehicles matchups are winnable, especially now that the Mardu Blue vehicles decks that have counterspells and Gideon and a really fast clock are on the downswing, and it's more either red, white, or Mardu, which is a little more manageable. But basically, this is the deck. Oh, actually, this is the deck, except one Essence Flux is a Blighted Cataract. This is an old picture. So the deck I played is exactly this list, except one Essence Flux is a Blighted Cataract. It's a 1-for-1 removal deck, playing Take Inventory, and a bunch of other card draw to basically back up the 1-for-1 game plan. And yeah, you'll get to see it in action. So I'm going to go through some replays from the PTQ that I played in. This was round 1. I believe I lost this round, but this hand was really good, especially in the dark, so we kept it for sure. It's especially very good against green-black. Revolutionary Rebuff counters his Liliana, and yeah, Rebuff, this is the deck that Rebuff is at its best against. So he goes Mind Rack Demon, we end a turn Anticipate. I think I made a mistake this turn. I did not play Aether Hub this turn to be able to just kill the demon. I wanted to hold up Void Shatter, and didn't even think about that I had the option to kill the demon, so I made a mistake here. I don't remember if I end up getting punished for eating a bunch of damage here from this. But yeah, so we end up countering something anyway, so the Harness Lightning line doesn't matter too much there. Now we're gonna get to use our Harness Lightning here. Yeah, that, even though that was a mistake, I did not really get punished for it since we wanted to Void Shatter his demon anyway. Let's see. Yeah, this is where things start slipping downhill. Ishkana resolving is a pain because we don't have any 1-for-1 answers for it. So we have to just lose a bunch of card advantage in order to try and answer it. I think I get to catch something. Yeah, I think this might have been a mistake. I think I wanted to use all my mana this turn. Which is why I went for the Void Shatter. In hindsight, it might have been correct to Anticipate and Galvanic Bombardment instead, but since I was already behind to Ishkana, I wanted to use all my mana, but now Torrential Gear Hulk gets killed here. And now we're super far behind. So we Anticipate, get basically nothing. Actually, the Bombardment allows us to kill Ishkana. I think that's the line that I end up going with here. Oh. No, I decide to block and try to take out one of the spiders. Just really trying to stem the bleeding here. Oh, okay. So I have a bunch of lands, so trading the Fumarole plus Bombardment there makes sense. the deck doesn't really want to get into a line of play. Oh, I think this is a second Ishkana, which... The deck doesn't really want to get into a line of play where you're having to activate the Fumarole every turn, so since I have more than enough lands here, I went with that. Okay, so Take Inventory isn't bad here. We lucked out and drew straight into the second one. Take Inventory is very good against this particular deck. So things are looking up here. I think we actually get very close to stabilizing this game. Unfortunately, we did not have any extra energy, so we were unable to just straight kill the Noxious Gear Hulk. But the Dark Dwellers means that we're going to get pretty close to stabilizing this game. So he Liliana's, and I think he gets back a demon here. Yep. And I think we have to Dark Dwellers for Harness Lightning to kill the demon. And then we still get to anticipate, which is good. I don't think he attacks us. Does he attack us? Okay, so he just says go, we get to anticipate here. I think I take the Glimmer. Just need to dig our... Like, the way that we win this matchup is by burying them in card advantage, so we have to take the Glimmer here, try to dig ourselves out of this. Liliana getting back, like, Ishkana is going to be bad, so we want to basically Glimmer ourselves into a counterspell. Put 2 lands on the bottom. Alright, so we Glimmered, hit nothing. Have to pressure Liliana. We get a couple of spiders here. Oh, yeah, and then we lose this game to him Emrakulling us here. But we were very close to stabilizing. Oh, I guess... Did he get Emrakul? No, he searched for Ishkana, which is strange. But again, we came very close to stabilizing here. Was Emrakul in his graveyard? Oh, Emrakul is in his graveyard, that's why. Okay, so we were pretty much just dead. Yeah, we're just dead to his attack and the Emrakul that's in his hand. So that was game 1. This matchup you really have to keep Ishkana off the board, which we were not able to do, and then game 1 we don't have a clean answer to Emrakul. We can beat Emrakul in game 1 if we're able to keep the board clear, but we were not able to do that, so we're gonna move on to game 2. Gotta close the window. Okay. So game 2, we win game 2 because we go on to game 3 later. And here we go. This hand, Double Take Inventory, is a real nice opener. Again, the game plan here is to just run them out of cards. Harness Lightning is going to make sure that we don't get run over by their fast draw. It is possible to lose to like an early Grimflare tracker hand. Okay, so we hit our 3rd land. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't have Grimflare, so we get to just start pulling ahead. Oh, and since we were on the play, we don't have to discard, even though we got to draw 2 cards off that Take Inventory. Yeah, so we're just super far ahead right here. And it feels good. He had gotten back Kalitas, so he has a Kalitas in his hand. Yeah, if he were to slam a Mind Rack Demon here, we would get a little far behind, but we know that he has Kalitas in his hand. So, there goes his Swamp. Here comes Kalitas. So we killed the Pilgrim's Eye here so that we have enough energy to kill the Kalitas with the next Harnessed Lightning. But we hold up Summary Dismissal because he does have Delirium. If he wants to play Ishkana, we will Summary Dismissal it. He played Kalitas. Okay, this... Okay, yeah, so we have to Summary Dismissal this. Which is fine. Taking 3 a turn from Kalitas is exactly where we want to be in this matchup. And like the other line to consider here would be to just hold up Gear Hulk. Which I could see playing into. Because he might be able to... Like, the worst thing he can resolve here is an Ishkana, which it looks like he's going to. But since we have Harness Lightning in our hand, that we're gonna get to mitigate that a little bit. Oh, Essence Flux. Okay, so this is gonna be sweet. Yeah, so Essence Flux, I've had a lot of people raise eyebrows at the inclusion of Essence Flux in this deck. But it is just really good at gaining us a bunch of tempo. Okay, so I take inventory here, which is our 3rd one. So we're just gonna be super far up on cards. Yeah, it's hard to lose after drawing or casting the 3rd take inventory. Yeah, even though he's got a board full of stuff, we're really not that worried about it. Okay, so here, this is the situation where Essence Flux really shines. Like, I think I end up drawing 3 more cards. Yeah, flashing back, take inventory, draw 3 more cards. It's just the nut high. What do I discard? I discarded a negate. That could be wrong because like we could have Void Shatter and negate up right now. But I guess I'm really greedy. Okay, so I think the line that he starts taking here is he starts doming us with Ishkana. We can't kill any of his 5 toughness creatures at this point, which is a little awkward. Yeah, so here I have to go after a spider to get some energy, and then I plan to flash it back with the Torrential Gear Hulk. And I can Gear Hulk with Void Shatter mana up, so basically he's not going to be resolving any more spells, and we are just going to need to make sure we don't die to his Ishkana / Mind Rack Demon. Yeah. So we get to kill the Mind Rack Demon here. Still have Void Shatter mana up. But again, he's just trying to dome us with the Ishkana. So here, this line is actually... I really like this line. So we get to bash him. He doesn't have any incentive to block because he wants to come in for the kill. Like, he's going to put us to 5 at the end of turn, and then wants to attack for lethal. We have Wandering Fumarol's back, but I imagine that he has like a removal spell or something. And he just wants to get in. So here is where Essence Flux pulls double duty this game. It already netted us a huge advantage when he tried to murder our guy, and now we get Second huge advantage of not only flashing back something sweet, but also getting to ambush his team. So this, we're going to draw 2 cards off of Take Inventory. We get to kill his Ishkana and a Spider. He could tap out this turn to put us to 1. But then, like, the game is pretty locked up if he were to do that, because I have lethal on board here, so he can't really tap out to put us to 1. We just have a handful of everything. I think I let this resolve. Yeah, okay, so he takes Dwellers, sees our handful of action, plays Tracker. We counter Tracker, because at this point there's nothing that he can really follow this up with. And we get to attack for lethal here. Yeah, so he didn't draw Emrakul this game, but we had Summary Dismissal ready for Emrakul. And this game just kind of showcases how you can just draw them out of cards, right? We just drew a bunch of cards that game. So moving on to game 3. Oh, I guess I should show you guys how I sideboarded. So this view sideboard option. So against them, I took out all my bombardments, which I think is wrong because I think I lose this game to getting run over by Grimflayers. But I trimmed the bombardments and the catalogs to bring in the counter spells, which is 2 negates, a revolutionary rebuff, and 2 summary dismissals. So minus 4 burn spells and a catalog for 5 counter spells. I think after losing this game here to his Grimflayer draw, I started sideboarding only 1 negate in instead of 2, and cutting a tower and keeping in 2 bombardments. Like, you want tower because it makes Harness Lightning a lot better. Like last game we had to jump through hoops to have our Harness Lightning kill his 5 toughness guy, but with tower in play you can just straight up kill stuff. So we want tower, but it's kind of clunky, and especially on the draw I'll keep in 2 bombardments and 2 towers. So we mulliganed here. Okay, so we mulliganed down to 6, kept a really slow hand. And we can get rid of this. And this is when we start to just get run over. Yeah. Like if this tower was a bombardment or this negate was a bombardment, like pretty sure that we would have this game locked up, because the first Grimflayer activation is so important. So he just has his aggro curve. We get to put tower down, and even with tower in play, like, we're not really in a position to be able to make a comeback here. Like, we would need to draw catalog into Galvanic Bombardment, which isn't even in the deck anymore. Yeah. So at this point the game is basically lost. So we draw Harness Lightning, which lets us kill a guy, and then we're still facing down basically lethal. So yeah, I was sideboarding out all the bombardments in the leagues that I was playing prior to this, and it was fine, but losing this match in this way convinced me to keep a couple more in. And negate is good against him, but not really something that you really need 3 of. Like, yes, they bring in Pick the Brain and Transgress, and catching Liliana is nice, but like, you want to make sure that you don't just lose to these draws, especially when you're on the draw like I was in this game. So starting out the tournament 0-1, not the best start, but we learned something, and we adjusted. So yeah, that was match 1.